So hello guys, welcome to another episode of Place to Rest. What? Tutorial, training, whatever you call it. It's just additional know-hows for you in the world of One Punch Man, the strongest. So right now we're going to be tackling core trial. What's core trial? Core trial, you can this basically means the core, right? You've got a lot of cores in your team, in your lineup. Like say Amai, you've got Amai's core, you've got Child's core, DSK, Mosquito Girl, all of those people, and then essentially core trial gives you a way to upgrade those cores, and in the process also gives you additional perks. Now you can access this via the challenge building here, or you can go to your home, and then in your home there will be additional features there that you can see about core trial. You can just click the laboratory, and then here it is in your home. You can see that laboratory. Again guys, this will be locked until you've reached a certain level in the game, but once you get to the laboratory, you'll be able to see that you are able to unlock 6 different cores, which are the 6 cores that we currently have in the game. And we don't know if there will be additional cores in your in the to be unlocked after 95. We don't know yet, but I think with the coming new heroes such as Zombie Man and such, they have cores as well. We should be expecting that there will be more cores coming out. There will be more slots for cores coming out in the near future. Um, so currently what I have unlocked in mine are 4 out of 6 cores. I haven't unlocked Dr. Genos and and who's the other guy? Amai. Basically, what I could recommend in terms of core is that you unlock first the core that you're currently using. If you have a lot of cores, if you can shuffle those, I suggest that you go with the one you most use. If currently you're using Child Emperor, say Child Emperor, you go with him first. And there are different stages in the core levels. Like currently in level 1, that's the default. You the advanced effect is what's changing for the core trial. Like if you see the first basic effect grants to ally with critical hit. If you critical hit, you can get 2 energies, right? And then requires the duelist grappler high tech. In level 4, basically the same. Level 5, level 10, basically the same. At level 17, this will be different in terms of requirements. Instead of duelist, grapplers, and high tech, you would have grapplers, high tech, and esper. So basically you would need 1 esper for everybody, and then one of those cores will be diminished. So basically, like for DSK, he requires duelist, grappler, high tech, and then for this one, he doesn't require a high tech anymore. He requires an esper when you get to level 17. Level 17 is super far off because you need you can complete all of these levels. You need to get the corresponding levels as well for those icons that you see on the left. These ones, the deep sea chips, deep sea sigils, soul, and the core. So you need all of those to be at level 17 as well. You have to click research evolution. You have to have the number of research materials, research notes, and research results before you evolve them. Now, those are the added effects. There are also added effects that you can get per level aside from level 1, 4, 10, and 17 on your core. These are the perks that I was saying that you could get in addition to leveling up your core. As you can see, every core has got different bonus effects. Like say this guy, DSK. He's got all characters shield rate plus 3%. So if you've got a, let's say, tank top master, right? So shield rate of tank top master will be increased by 3% for everybody. For everybody, all of those shields will be increased by 3%. So this could be good if you have a tanky lineup, or if you just want to have more oomph to your shield, to your shields in general. It doesn't have to be tank top master. You could go with Blizzard. You could go with DSK shield himself. So doesn't really need that much. And with the added effects in the passives, right? In the passives, in the talents, I mean, of the people. This is the one I'm talking about. Block tenacity. Whenever you block, you can enter tenacity. So even people that doesn't have a skill that can make a shield, you could get a shield for them because of this talent. And then the added effect of DSK would help Kabuto. This would give you 1% of max HP, right? Plus the 3% of all shields that's going to be given out by DSK. It could be hefty. You could say 1% of my Kabuto's HP isn't that much. 1% of what? 400k? Come on, that's 40,000, and that's 4,000, right? But if you do it 3% more, right? That's like 12k to 16k, right? And then that's an additional feature that you could, those are additional features that you can get as you level up your cores. There are a lot of cores, and you can check them out. You can check all of those out. Like, say, when you go with, you just click the button next to the research evolution, the one with the swirly arrows, to check all of the cores that you got. And I think because this is a scrolling one, you can check out which core you want to, you could upgrade first. And you can even check out what the possible upgrades on these, on the per level are. Like all characters injury, if you have like, if you want to pair Amai with somebody like, say, Tatsumaki, right? The injury damage will be 3% better. That could be great. I chose DSK because he's my core, and then I saw that he's level 4 in the advanced effect. At the start of each round, it will change, the advanced effect will change per these 4 levels, which is level 4, 10, and 17. So if you don't want the cores of these other people to be changed, well, tough luck, they will be changed. But I can tell you that these cores, the advanced effects are, it will be pretty different, except for level 17. Basically, currently what I have is increased damage reflect by 30%, right? By level 17, this will be upped to 40%. So basically, the level 17 one is the same as your basic core ability, but with an additional, with something additional. Right now, I'm gonna show you how do you get these things then? How do you get these things? So, if you would see the lower icon, it says Trial Inti. Trial Inti. So, that is when you click the challenge building and then you click core trial, it's the same as the shortcut here for Trial Inti. You don't need to go to your home and click the Trial Inti. Basically, when you enter, you would see that there is this. There is a featured weekly. What does that mean? It means every character in your lineup will have an additional boost, a bonus that you can get with your attributes. Your attributes is in the blue box. Tenacity. For this week, you can see tenacity increased by 80%. And then, not only you, the enemies will have also an additional bonus per week. For this time, they've got additional 33% extra damage to the target. Stacks up to 3 times. So they've got an extra to their extra damage for this week. And since tenacity is 80% more powerful, this is what you want to look at when you're building your team. So remember, 80% is more powerful. I'm just gonna show you a basic gameplay of this. And also, if you forgot what the feature weekly is, still there in the upper left side. You can just click it if you forgot about it. So basically, every week you would see these stages up to stage 15. The core trial season, you could say, runs from Monday to Thursday, where, I mean, no, Monday to Wednesday for one run, and then Thursday it resets. Thursday you get another one of these, and then Thursday to Sunday. So basically, it resets every Monday and Thursday. So you have two chances of completing this per week. And now, what you want to do here is first click the select, and then they would give you additional some cores. They would give you some cores. Generally, what you don't want to pick in the course is Genos. It generally has no use in the game. The ones with the most usage in the game, I would think, are Dr. Genos, because he could be an additional shield in the game. A Mind Mask is also great because he could give you somebody that could attack the backlines, which you would need in the boss stages. So if you go with a Mind Mask, you are generally going with an offensive lineup. If you go with Dr. Genos, you're going with a defensive lineup. Mosquito Girl, a hybrid of both. She can be attack based or defensive based, and she's got heal. Generally, these are the ones that's being shown to you at the start of the game. For me, I'm thinking that since our feature weekly is tenacity with the shields, I'm gonna go with a My Mask. Why? Because if I have shields that can sustain the damage of the enemy from my front line, then my Mask can just go ham in the back lines, right? So maybe, oh, another backliner, I will go with Golden Ball, one of the best AoE in the game. Let's go with Golden Ball. And then Hammerhead, Fukugao, Paradise Trooper. You generally don't want to get any of the ends. And what's great about this core trial is that you could see what are the potential of the characters when they get to 3 stars. Like say Hammerhead, you could see that there's a power up to his rolling attack, upgraded ulti. You could see that, and then yeah, this guy, since he's got a potential to get a tenacity, I'm gonna get him for my front line. And then yeah, another tenacity for me, Hellish Blizzard. Let's go. So basically these are what you could get in your first selection. They give you 4 factions, which is the Grappler, Duelist, High Tech, and Esper, right? And then after selecting that, you just go with your lineup. For me, I'll go with Golden Ball, because Hellish Blizzard is just gonna give shields anyway, so it doesn't really matter. You could go with Hellish Blizzard with a My Mask in the back line, so it really doesn't matter. So I could go with this kind of lineup. Hellish Blizzard could give shield to herself. Hammerhead could give shield to himself. A My Mask to kill, and then maybe Golden Ball if a My Mask was able to kill anybody. A My Mask, Golden Ball could have enough energy to destroy. Now though, generally there's nothing really anything special in the game in the first few challenges. Like say for Amai, you generally want to kill the opponent. Kill the opponent, one of the opponents, one-shot him as early as possible so you could get extra energy. Like for this one, I got extra energy, 7 energy right now. So Amai, and then Golden. So basically this is what you could get. What I want to show you guys is that what you could get and how you could get the items after you gone through the stages, because every stage that you finish, you could get additional stuff. You could get additional stuff to power up your lineup. Okay, as you can see, perfection points, right? So those perfection points that you get, those rewards that you can get, are for here in the points exchange. Now, generally, I would recommend that when you're starting out, yes, just go buy, just go buy all these chips, all those things for your core. But generally, what you want to do per week, I mean per few days, per reset, is to save enough perfection points to get the core, because these are the most rare among all of those things. Among all of those things, you don't get them just anywhere. You could maybe get lucky. Sometimes it's being dropped in the home training. I mean, home, what do you call this? Home research. You could find it here. Home request. Home request. Sometimes you find it here as a reward, but generally you don't. Right? Generally you don't. So, what you want to do is to just farm enough, get 2,000. If you're able to beat all of those, the clearance reward, you could get more perfection points. And yeah, I guarantee to you, if you beat everything, you could have enough points to get 2,000. Yes, every single reset, I was able to get bloody the core or the soul, one of those two, because those two here, deep sea soul or the core, the soul or the core, they're generally the rarest. As you can see in my DSK, they're the ones with the lowest levels right now. For my core, yeah, for my Genos, level 3, level 4, they're generally the lowest, 3 and 1, and then this one is 1 and 1. So yeah, they are the rarest among all of them. So you really want to just keep on getting the bloodied core. And then afterwards, if you've got spare ones, it's up to you to decide if you want to buy others. I generally think it's no problem if you decided to not buy anything and then keep the perfection points for the next week. It doesn't really matter, because you're not gonna be able to level up the as a whole. You're not gonna be able to level up, let's say level 3, even if, say, I've got level 6 here, level 5, level 3, level 5. I'm not gonna be able to level up to 3 unless this one, Deep Sea Core, I was able to get him to level 3, right? So currently, no matter what the level of my other ingredients are here, I'm still counted as level 2. As you can see in the right side, my deep sea power is level 2. If I could get this to level 3, then the next level will unlock. And that's how the game sees it. Of course, you could get additional perks if you could get these to higher level with attack, attack and HP, defense and HP. But for me, those are minimal increases to your minimal bonus to your BP. Doesn't really matter unless you get the additional effect. The additional effect is what gives you the big right? Character shield rate, damn, right? Damn, that's just big. So that's my suggestion to you guys. And then other things that you can see here in the screen. Once you cleared one stage, you could go to the recruit again. You could go to your recruit, and then they would give you an additional set of champions for you to use. For me, I'm gonna go with Beast King, because Beast King plus Amai is such great synergy. I'm gonna go with him. And then as long as you get a free refresh, do use that. I don't really suggest you to refresh using your gems, because it's going this one is going to keep refreshing every 2 hours. So even if you don't finish, even if you don't clear your current stage, this is still going to be refreshed. It stacks. It's really stacks. Let's say you don't really play for a whole day, then you could get 24 hours worth of refreshes, which is 12. 24 divided by 2, right? Every 2 hours. So you could get 12 refreshes for the next day. You could just fill up the bottom the bottom lines of 10 characters that you could get for your lineup, right? And I think another question you would like to ask is that, yeah, so why are there 10 people? Why are there 10 boxes possibly for your lineup? Like, you could only have 6 people in your lineup, right? Why? Because it gives you the flexibility to be able to change your lineup, right? For different opponents, let's say your current lineup can't cut it, sometimes your other people would be able to step up and go against them. It's also a line, gives you some practice as to your matchup. How do you match up against this type of lineup? How do you build your lineup? How do you position your lineup? And then in core trial, you have type bonuses as well. So every single character's faction that you get, you could activate some additional bonuses. Like, say, after chapter 1, after you get all 4 factions, grapplers, espers, duelists, and high tech, you get additional HP, attack, and defense percentage of 30% activated. And then for the others, for grappler, you could see additional block rate and reflect damage once you get 3 and 4 characters apiece. Then espers with heal and drain. For high tech, you get hit and ultimate resistance. For duelists, you get crit and ultimate damage. So this depends on your lineup and on your luck as well. If you see that your lineup is pretty offensive, you could go with your duelist. You could get 4 duelists, even if you could just stack up on 4 duelists in your other characters, and then those will give you additional perks for your crit and ultimate damage, right? You could go with that. It depends on you, how you strategize your lineup. So this is my basic thinking when going with this. And then I could recruit again for this one. Like, say, again, I'm an offensive lineup. I could pick one right now, but I'm gonna hold off on recruiting because I want to show you the additional recruits after I beat stage 2. So yeah, the first few stages are pretty easy. Pretty easy. No problem at all. No problem at all. So what I want to do is make the lion, the beast king, go last in the team, so that generally he's the one who just follows up. He just plain follows up. Look at that. Look at that. Look at that follow up. Look at that follow up. And then there's those 7 damages. I can ulti right now, get those injuries up, and then the tenacity by the girl is so huge. I can just keep ulting. In the first few levels, Amai's core is OP because you can just one-shot people. It's easy. It's very easy. Like this, you can see that the damage is significant on the enemy side. Dead. Just keep killing them. It's no problem at all. You're not in any danger of dying because the damage output from the enemies are so low. Very low. Nothing to be scared about. And as you can see, Beast King is the one who is my MVP. We could go to stage 3 directly, but when you go to your recruit, voila! You got another free chance. So you could get one chance here, and then you could get another chance later. For me, I just want to show you guys how, I just want to know how far we could go with this 5-man lineup before we refresh, right? Before we refresh. And then there are these perks as well, drone supplies that you could get, and look at these rewards, supplies, which are free items. Free. You get perfection points, research result, and deep sea chip. Generally, you don't get the rare items, the soul or the cores here. What you can get are the greens and blues, research results, and the perfection points. So every single drone that you can get, every single chest, you could get those. Look at that preview against a random part. So you've got a chance to get the core or soul, but I think it's a pretty low chance, right? It's a pretty low chance. And it's not showing the core or soul at all, just those rectangular parts. So I'm not sure about that one. If any one of you knows, please comment on the video below and correct me, right? And also, you've got chances to open more drones using gems. I don't generally recommend that as well. I really recommend for you to keep on playing core trial every Mondays and Thursday. You're gonna get so much perks. You're gonna get additional BPs. And will you look at that? We got an additional square. This is just like the Saitama memories. You could get squares, and if you complete the picture, you get something. So this is one of the aspects of the game I haven't talked about, which is the research diagram in the lower left of the screen. What is that? This one, if you complete, you got a random chance to get a square. It's not like the memories wherein you could get like 2 times in a single square. No, they really give you a random square that you don't have. So it's very possible that you could get all 6 of these completed within 1 run, or maybe even 2 runs in a single week. So if you're lucky, right, you could get these at random every single win. What can you get? Rewards. You could get the best part of all: the core, the soul, and then those other parts. So you want to get these diagrams as much as possible. Of course, research notes, research results are given, but this is another way for you to get free soul or core. Whose core do you think needs a soul or a core to level up? That's the diagram you go with. Now guys, this is the perfect opportunity to say, oh shit, we lost. Try again on Thursday. Nope. Why? You can click try again, or you can click exit. It doesn't really matter. If you click try again, it will go to your lineups for you to challenge with the same lineup again. Or you can click exit and you go to your recruits, which is what I want to do. Currently, what I want to do is, with my offensive lineup, again, like what I said earlier, I'm going to go with duelists. Even though I'm not going to use any of these 4, this is what I'm looking at. I'm not using any of these 4. So I'm just going to pick Don Pancino because he's a duelist, right? And as you can see below, chances are 4. And then the refresh timer keeps running even if I have a lot of chances. So I'm going to go with this guy. Refresh. Ooh, nice. We got Hammerhead. Let's go with him. +1. As you can see, if you've got a +1 on a character, +2, +3. +3 is the highest that you can get him. And then when you get to +3, that's when the real shit starts. Your character is gonna be having that ultra passive, right? That 3-star keepsake and that ultimate 5-star level that you so crave. You would want those things. Comment down in the section below if you think what's the most OP character that you've seen unlocked in core trial. For me, I like Smileman. I really like Smileman. The heals, man, are so good. And he's got a chance to heal not just his column but his row as well. Check him out. It just so happens that I have an offensive lineup and it's too good to pass up on Hammerhead right now. So I'm gonna go with Hammerhead. Chances to a Mime Mask. I'm gonna go with a Mime Mask, of course. If I have a chance to get my primary lineup to be stronger, then I'm gonna get them. Chances to. This time I don't have somebody that can be, you could say, one of my primary lineups, but I have a chance to get Frogman to up my duelist, but I'm thinking about getting MK because he's got tenacity. And the last free chance, haha, whew, nice. We got +1 for MK. Refresh, let's go. Oh, just as I was saying, Terrible Tornado, let's get her. Damn, this lineup is going to be stacked. I'm gonna get rid of MK because he's got damage reduction, sure, but Hammerhead can give you tenacity. For free, for free. And for the rewards chest, I don't get the right choice ever. To get a free refresh chance for hiring character, because I assure you, you could almost always beat the Boros if you got a good build up, right? I think I missed killing stage 15 boss and not clearing the whole thing in like twice for the past month. I think more than a month. You could say a month and a half maybe. I think I just missed killing two of them. It's just bad RNG on the refresh side of the hiring characters, and that's it. Other than that, it doesn't really matter. It doesn't really matter. So I always get the perfection pack. It's just free protection points, research, and notes. I don't see the additional gains that you could get for a free refresh. When if you do this diligently, you could just get free stuff, right? You could just get free stuff. I think I'm gonna go with Stinger. And then with that, you can see my type bonus has got ultimate damage plus 25% as well. So these are my 10 people. Who I can replace are Pacino, Ieron, maybe even MK, but not yet. Maybe not yet. Those three. Are they set in stone? No, they're not. Will I still lose against this one? Yes. At the start of this one with the Ascended, you could say, Subterranean King, this is the start of the hard parts, guys. Because why? Because sometimes the enemy is able to do stuff like this, in which they just will be able to attack you first, and then you're just gonna die first because they're able to attack you first. So what we need for us to progress further in the game is to get more +1s on the other people, which is refresh. And this is what I generally tell you guys when I say you should play every Monday and Thursday. Why? Because if you don't play in the first instant, you're not going to be able to get those refreshes. You play one time, those refresh are going to stack. These refresh are going to stack. You don't play yet, you're not going to get those stacks. Okay? So tomorrow I will be trying to finish off this one. Maybe we could get a part 2 to this video. Yeah, most probably we will. Hopefully we can get to Boros by tomorrow and kill him off. Because every single one of these are a different type of challenge. Like I said, from this stage 9 on, stage 9 is halfway point. Tomorrow, hopefully we could get more of these shits worked out. So till next time, guys, peace out.